Hello YouTube, it's RizzleSteel here, and today I have with me the Lenovo ThinkPad Edge 0578F5U. This is a business-style laptop that originally came out in 2010. My dad's work was giving away a couple of these, so we decided to pick one up. But there was a problem. It came with no hard drive, nor RAM, or any operating system. So we had to get all those three. So first I started off with the RAM. It wasn't that hard to find out what kind of RAM it took. It took 204-pin DDR3 RAM, and it could take a maximum amount of 8 gigs, so that's what I went with. I went with 204-pin 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. Then there was the hard drive. The hard drive wasn't too difficult either. We got a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Now I could have gotten a 60 gigabyte SSD for the same price. And even though SSDs are faster, since I'm going to be editing video on this, I kind of wanted capacity over speed. So I went with the 500 gigabyte hard drive. Next was the operating system. Now, I could have gotten Windows 10, which would be fully capable of running on this no problem, but there was a problem. Windows 10 is $100, which would basically double the cost of what we've already spent. So I kind of wanted to go budget, so I went with Ubuntu Linux, which I had no problem with. I've tried it before, and I was pretty used to it. So I downloaded Ubuntu Linux on a spare PC we had lying around the house, and then booted it up onto a USB drive. Then after I booted it up onto a USB drive, I plugged it into the ThinkPad, and it booted it up. So I installed Linux onto the hard drive, and now it's a full Linux PC. So here are the full specs of the computer. It now has 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, a dual-core Intel Core i3 processor clocked at 2.4 GHz, and a 500 gigabyte hard drive, with Ubuntu Linux 14.4 LTS 64-bit running on it. I first wanted to test performance, so I downloaded the video editor I wanted to use on it, which is basically the primary use I wanted to use for this thing, video editing. So I downloaded Kdenlive, which is my go-to editor on Linux, and it ran fine. Some things like heavy effects on some clips kind of made it lag and stutter a little bit, and when the video was a good bit of length and all that kind of stuff, it did take a good bit of time to export, but it ran so much better than my Chromebook. I also tried lots of different things, for example, web browsing. Web browsing on Google Chrome was absolutely no problem, and doing stuff like playing 1080p YouTube videos ran like a charm. And also doing other programs like photo editing, text editing, and all that kind of stuff. It just ran just fine, if not better than my Chromebook. And having 4 times the RAM really does help in keeping the speed up. So that's just about it for my review of a 5-year-old computer brought back up to life as for modern day tasks. So tell me what you guys think about this down in the comments below. If you like this video, why not give it a thumbs up, and if you want more videos like this, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.